Houston Real Estate Radio starts right now.
Thanks for tuning in to Houston Real Estate Radio. We want to help you with your real estate questions. Give us a call, 281-882-8088. You can always learn more at our website at HoustonRealEstateRadio.com. Next weekend, the Great Strides Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is holding its annual walk. That's on March 2nd, which is next Saturday at Rob Fleming Park. Check-in is at 8 a.m. and the walk begins at 9 a.m. You can register online at www.cff.org/Great Strides. We'd love for you and your family to come out and join us next Saturday. There's going to be auction items and lots of fun for the whole family. So come on out and join us on March 2nd, Saturday. I'm Shannon Register, and today I'm talking with my friend Jim Klauck of Check-A-Pro. You can go to checkapro.com to order your free $25 off gift card. So tell us, Jim, about your company and your program. Get our listeners familiar with what you have going on.
Sure, Shannon. Thanks for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. And you can call me Check-A-Pro Joe if you want. That's what a lot of people call me. I started Check-A-Pro back in 2005 in Katy, Texas, and since then we've expanded the business. In 2006, we expanded to Sugar Land, 07 and 08, to other parts of Houston, such as the Woodlands, Memorial, and now we're in 11 different local markets here in Houston. What we do is we pre-qualify home service providers, the roofer, the electrician, the plumber, the landscaper. I personally interview each and every one, and I know each and every one of these companies. We check their licenses, their references, and their insurance. The big deal, though, is if you ever have a problem with any of our contractors, you can call me personally at the office, 281-398-PROS, and I will get involved. I know all of these contractors.
Mm-hmm. That's a great thing about going to the Check-A-Pro website and finding someone, whether it's somebody to clean your pool, clean your house, remodel your home, whatever you have a need for. You know that when you pick this contractor that they've been thoroughly checked out and you can trust them, and you know that they're going to give you a quality bid on whatever the service they're going to be doing, and that they're licensed and bonded, and you know that they're going to take care of you.
Sure. And one of the biggest differences is just about every one of these contractors on board with us, Shannon, are small mom-and-pop operators. That means it's likely you as the homeowner are going to be dealing with the owner. Mm-hmm. That's a big deal. I'd much rather deal with the guy or gal at the top of the organization than just a technician coming over. There are a lot of other national organizations that attempt to do what we do, but they're very different in that they're publicly held companies trying to get the stock price up, and they have a lot of different contractors on, not only locally but throughout the United States. Like I said, I've met each and every one. I know them personally, and I own 100% of the stock of the company. So I can make a good decision of kicking a company out and not worrying about that revenue because it's my company. I can't afford to have bad contractors at checkapro.com.
You have a $25 off gift card that anyone can get for free right off your website. Tell us about that card.
Okay, the card can be used with any one of our 200 pre-qualified contractors. Then go to checkapro.com and they can order it. We'll mail it to them for free as well. It's really cool, though, because you can use it over and over and over again, and it's transferable. You can give one to your neighbor, your friend, or a family member. And you guys also have them.
We do. As realtors, we give them out to clients as well, and ours have our company logo on them. And the great thing is that you can keep this in your wallet and just keep reusing it. Whenever you need something, you can reuse it and get that $25 off. I love that.
Over and over and over again. We call it a gift card. You can look at it as a discount card, and yes, you can use it over and over and over again. People don't throw them out because they don't know when they're going to need it again.
That's right.
The primary reason why people come to our website, Shannon, is to get something repaired. Their water heater goes out, their refrigerator breaks, their roof is leaking. The number two reason is they want something remodeled, a bathroom, a kitchen, and so forth. And the third reason is something cleaned. They want their carpet cleaned, they want to hire a maid, their swimming pool, or pressure washing, those types of things.
Pressure washing is so popular right now. And, I'm going to tell you what, you have to know what you're doing to pressure wash something. I have seen people chip up concrete with a pressure washer. I mean, you can really have problems from that. So you want someone who knows what they're doing and someone who's going to back their company, So I think it's great to go to Check a Pro and find who is going to do the work on your house. And, we are heading into the big selling season for real estate. And right now is the time to get your house ready for that. If you're not getting it ready now and you plan to sell it this spring, you've almost missed the boat. There's only a few weeks left, before prime selling season. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to be selling your house, to call Check a Pro, get your contractors out there, and if it's broken, fix it. If it needs to be cleaned, clean it. Really get in there and see what needs to be done. And, Jim, before the show, we were talking about if your house is 8 years or older, it really needs some updating.
It's going to need some updating. It needs to be remodeled. But also, for everyone listening out there, listen to your realtor. They don't mean to be rude, but when they say something needs to be cleaned or replaced or fixed, they know what they're talking about, right, Shannon?
That's right. We see it every day. We know what buyers want.
Exactly. And so even though you lived in the house for 30 years and you think that shag carpet is just the best and you had it clean last week, it just doesn't matter. If your realtor says it's not in today, they know the trends. Well, a good realtor does. So make sure you have a good realtor.
Yeah, and a lot of sellers will want to, they'll say, well, I'll just give them, a $2,000 carpet allowance. That really doesn't work in this market. People want, just go ahead and replace the carpet. It doesn't have to be top of the line carpet. Just get it replaced, get it fixed. If it needs to be cleaned, fixed, whatever's wrong, get it taken care of, because you're going to lose a lot more money bringing down the price of the house than you would just doing it yourself and keeping the house at a good price.
Sure, Shannon, I've said this before on your show. Mentally move out of your house. It's no longer yours. When you and your wife decide, or you and your husband decide, to put your house on the market and to leave that house, even if it takes 6 months or a year, you have to mentally move out. It's not your home anymore. It's your house. It's not your home. It's going to be someone else's home, so neutralize it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing. People decorate their house to their taste, and decorating is great when you're living there, but when you're getting ready to move, you want to kind of undo the decorating and do the staging, and staging is very different. You really want to, when you stage it, you get it ready for whoever's walking in the door.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like going to a special occasion. Every day you're not dressed for a wedding, but if you get married, you get all dressed up for the wedding. So you've got to dress up the house for that big occasion. Mm-hmm. And if you want people to come see it, because of course today people can view it online first. Mm-hmm. So many people will discard your house before they even drive by it if it doesn't look good online.
And if they drive to it and it doesn't have nice curb appeal, no matter how great it is inside, they won't even go inside.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got to have that attractive front door, the beds out front, pressure wash the driveway and the walk, and if the garage door needs to be restained or painted, do it. Is it going to cost thousands of dollars? Possibly. It could cost $1,000 or it could cost $100,000. Depends on your house. But get it done if you really plan on moving. And some people aren't so sure. They kind of play around with the market, which is very frustrating to realtors. Yeah, I'll put the house in the market, and 2 months later, we decided, we don't want to do that now. Thanks. But you have to mentally move out of that home. Mm-hmm. And as Shannon said before, if you have needs, make sure you hire the right contractors. There are many different contractors you can hire in Houston, Texas. Right. We only have a select few. We've got 200 in about 60 different categories. Everything from pressure washing, like we mentioned, to electricians, to plumbers, to roofers, to kitchen remodelers and bath remodelers. And I always caution people, just be careful. I hate getting the phone calls later saying, I wish I knew about you guys before we did this.
Right. We were at the Home and Garden Show last weekend, and in the coming weeks we're going to have some more. We're going to be out at the Woodlands Home Show in a few weeks. So, there are a lot of home shows going on this time of year, and they've been very crowded. They've had good turnout this year. And I think that people are really, the ones that have been on the fence for the past couple of years are ready to sell and move on. I think it's time that, they're really trying to figure out what they need to do with their house to get it ready. And, there are a lot of different things to choose from. Some of the remodeling projects that I'm hearing about, probably the top three that I hear about are, one, putting in those hardwood floors.
Yes, very popular
Which can
now.
even be, it can be laminate floors, but some kind of hard surface flooring. People like that throughout the house, whether it's tile, hardwood floors, or laminates. And then another thing is just updating the kitchen. Kitchens are so important. And then the bathrooms.
Kitchens, bathrooms, flooring, there's no question. Those are the big ones. But there's some simple things. If you have lime green walls, trust me, most people aren't going to like it. You might love it, or orange, or black, or blue. Let's do what's always safe, which are earth tone colors. And if you really don't know what to do, then do a taupe, do an ivory, do a white. It's just better doing that. And also, I always tell people to get ideas, walk through some model homes.
Yeah, that is a great way to get good ideas. And there are a lot of great homes out there. A lot of great builders have model homes set up right there in their subdivisions, right there where they're building, and you can get a lot of great ideas from them. And,
Absolutely.
Sometimes you don't realize how outdated your house is until you go in some new, fresh homes and see. And then that comparison really helps you to see, okay, it is more outdated than I thought. Yeah.
It's hard sometimes to have that perspective. Sometimes you need an objective view, and it's okay to bring a professional like Shannon in and say, Shannon, okay, be honest with me because you're a professional. Tell me what I need to do to stage my house. And almost always there's room for improvement in anyone's home.
Almost always. I would definitely agree with that. All right. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming on the show and hope all the listeners out there give you we don't want them to necessarily call you. We want them to go to the website, checkapro.com, and get their $25 off gift card.
Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it.
All right. I love answering your real estate questions on the air. If you have one, give us a call at 281-882-8088. If you called this week, I've got a book for you. It's actually published by the National Association of Realtors, and it is a home buying guide. So when you call in your question, leave your mailing address so we can send a copy to you. And if you're going to purchase a home, you really want to read this guide. It's got a lot of really good information about it. It tells you what you need to do to get ready to purchase a home, and then the buying process. So call us today, 281-882-8088. Leave your real estate question and your address. We won't put your address on the air. We'll just mail it to you, and we will answer your question on the air. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of Houston Real Estate Radio. If you missed any of today's show or you want to recap, you can watch our videos of the show or listen to it on iTunes if you go to HoustonRealEstateRadio.com. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. It's a great weekend to buy a house or do a remodeling project. We'll see you back next week at 1 o'clock here on the 950.